guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm sure you guys have seen me on Jubilee Media this week. I've been very busy. I've been working with the Leadership Institute. I've been working with local parent groups on the ground, and I have been extremely busy also trying to maintain my local group, the Palmdale Freedom Coalition. I don't say it's my local group. That's a very terrible way of saying it. It's our local group because I'm just part of a giant working system. And hopefully this week, I'm going to be launching another one of those systems in Burbank. And we are going to hopefully affect positive change. That's really my goal. It's always been positivity. I don't like negativity. I don't like, being the bad guy. I like people thinking critically. I like people thinking outside the box. And the thing that I found most interesting about my conversation with Ryan from the Jubilee podcast was that, and everyone kind of pointed it out, and I kind of took note of it, is that they were arguing me on the fact that I brought up a small subsect of people. And I said, wait a second, we need to make rules because this small subsect of people is being affected and we don't want to put other people in danger. And that exact same example can be used with these bathroom laws and the locker room laws, where they say, oh, well, we want to use this small subsect of people to make rules for the larger subsect of people because it's safer for that small subsect of people. I'm going, wait a second, they're almost the same argument. And so there is a middle ground to be found, and I hopefully one day will find it. And I always look to history. So when I looked to Thailand, I looked at their laws, and I forgot, and I regret not bringing this up during our discussion, because in Thailand they did pass laws banning gender affirming care for anyone under the age of 18, number one, period. But then they also put in conditions in order to receive that care that did require 2 years of therapy, that required endocrinologists, I believe it was, and other doctors to oversee the transition to avoid rejection. That was one of the things that they really wanted to ensure with these people undergoing these very, very serious surgeries. So they've been doing it now for almost a decade, the transitions and all that stuff. But unfortunately, there just isn't enough time, and sometimes you just don't get the right words out. And before I went on, I did pray. I prayed to God for patience. I prayed to God for temperance. And sometimes I do even call a friend to pray with. And sometimes I call my chaplain that I work with my local Freedom Coalition, because prayer is so important to me. It really is. I spend a lot of time in my garden, and I'm thinking about, fostering new life. The idea that, you can grow something just by adding water and some sunshine and then maintaining the soil. There's a little bit of effort that goes into it, but if you just do the bare minimum, you'll always be blessed. And that's really how I look at humanity and childbirth, because if you do the bare minimum, hey, you still, you might still get this really cool thing. But if you foster it and you grow it, it will grow into this beautiful thing, this beautiful fruit that may be able to bear another one of itself. That's really the goal of humanity, at least for me. And that's why I started creating this channel. I started talking to just the ether and saying, hey, you guys, there's something rotten in Rome. I need to do something. And so I started doing something. I started making videos. I started going out to rallies. I started making phone calls. I started writing congressmen. I started testifying before Congress. And I'm so surprised that I'm where I am now. I'm not monetized. I don't make money off of my channels. I don't want to make money off of my activism, because to me, it comes from my heart, because I see this beautiful garden in front of me, and I go, wait a second, someone needs to tend this garden, and if no one tends the garden, then it's just gonna run amok with weeds. So we need to control the weeds. We need to foster the good. We need to protect the young. This is an analogy that I've always held in my heart. So I take that and I go out into the world and I tell people, you can do it too. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you guys have been with the channel for a long time, I thank you. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to continue working. I'm going to continue activating other groups and communicating what was effective with our group and how they can apply those with theirs, so that we can ultimately have the people's voice back in charge, because we, for far too long, have abdicated our responsibilities, and that's why I call myself an activated American. I love you guys all, and I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.